Google's secret weapon is YouTube, and it could send the stock soaring. Now, when taking a look at Google in general, I think the main components for both scenarios, for bull and bear case, are going to revolve around the fact that there's a range right here, okay? Now, this being the general idea and the pivot center stone or cornerstone, this is why it's so important, because the deviations above and below will kind of tell you the extremes of which this stock can move before labeling it and classifying it as a breakout, okay? So now looking at it in terms of resistance above and obviously support underneath, you can see that over the last few days, yes, we have pushed up bullishly, but we have not broken out of this range just yet, okay? So for us to be bullish, to kind of keep everything on a schedule here, we would have to first break out going higher, okay? If we see in the next few days we push up into the 357 area, then that's great. Be super patient. Look for a pullback into support, which is a whole bunch of support right here at 339.5, and then ultimately look for a return now going back up to the upside, okay? Probably going to 366 and some change. So just be aware that in this scenario, you really want to be patient, because what's going to happen most likely is going to be the bear case scenario that we're going to talk about here in just a second. And again, wait for it to break out, pull back, and then give you the opportunity to buy, okay? Because again, what should happen technically is going to be the bear case scenario. And that's going to be the fact that the market should rotate lower, okay? The full distance underneath the range was what was expected above the range to start off with. Now to continue off, we can use the same example to go underneath, okay? So what we should see here in the next several days is a push to go back lower, ultimately hitting that swing low, all right? So that's the most probable instance that will happen, okay? Now, not to confuse too much, just be aware that this is a bear case scenario, and if you want to sell it further than this point, you will have to wait for the market to continue to go lower, okay? If it goes lower, then okay, you can look for additional add-ons to short this thing as the market basically continues to roll over. Now, once we get down to this level, I say you have to be patient, because you have to wait for it to roll over, because just like above, what we should be expecting at this low is actually a bullish return to go back up to the upside. Again, keeping this overall range intact, okay? So in conclusion for today's video, just be aware that these are the 4 most likely scenarios to happen, and this is how you can make the most money professionally trading Google. Thanks for watching. See you on the next candle.